Okay, so I wasn't going to video this, but I figure I have made a video showing how I plant my taro roots, or Gabi. This is also called yautía in Puerto Rico. And so far we flipped over one pot the same size that this one is here, the same size of pot, and I'll show you what we got. This one, let's see what we have out of this. So wow, this one looks like it's got bigger root, maybe. And I will be saving some of this taro root for next year's planting. And as you can see right there, I wasn't even focusing again, pardon me, right there, you see that one right there is got it's starting to sprout, the white looking sprout right there. That will be replanted. I'm just going to harvest those that don't have any sprout in it, and those would be for a good meal. Okay, we're gonna get this cleaned up and we'll show you what it looks like. So here are the harvests out of 2 pots. Now remember, we planted 1 taro root in each pot, and out of 2 pots, this is what we got. Okay, now this is what I'm planning to do. You see this, where it's got this growth? We are going to separate that from the rest of the root, and we are going to transplant that back into the pot right there. Oh, it's not focused well. Okay, we're going to transfer it in there and overwinter in the greenhouse, so that next spring, we'll have our taro roots ready to be planted all over again. So this is the type of vegetable that a gardener can plant, and you'll harvest this year after year, and you will have always will have a seed from it to plant for the next year. Just like my yam, as you know, I plant some yams. Ooh, this one broke up, as you can see, and these have a very nutty potato flavor that is, to me, better than potato. So we are going to take all of the roots that have sprouts in them and replant them all over again for next year. Obviously this pot is so much more bigger, and it's gonna be a bit of a struggle to try and flip it over, so my husband decided he's gonna dig it out with his hand. Okay, let's see what's in there. So here is my taro root harvest, and if you remember, I was showing you how I plant this last winter 2016, and now we are fall 2017, and I harvested this from 3 small pots. One is bigger pot where I harvested this variety, which is called malanga, and you know, this bigger variety right here. And most of them I planted from this type, which are smaller, which are called yautía. Okay, now I'm naming it from Puerto Rican varieties, and the smaller one I believe were called yautía, and the bit bigger one where this could have been bigger, but we did not really planted it in the right situation. So this variety here are called malanga. So out of 3 to 4 seedlings about this size, that's what the harvest we have for this year. And you can see that that is a very good harvest out of 3 to 4 roots. So as you can see, we separated some of the roots that have growth in them, and we're planting them so that next year all we have to do is divide them and plant them on their own individual pots. So here's our next spring's taro or yautía planted in this pot to overwinter for winter 2017.